Hello, I had watched Alejandra's video on how to organize her refrigerator, and I thought she had incorporated a lot of ideas and just some good suggestions that I wanted to implement in our own refrigerator here at home. And so I thought I would go ahead and share kind of what I did so that if anyone wanted to make their refrigerator like hers or like mine, they could see maybe some different options to consider. So first off, I did put down my juice and yogurt, just like she had here. I am currently out of yogurt, but you can see obviously where it would go. I also have my milk and eggs here. I do buy my eggs in the 18 count packages, and I only have one little egg left, and since I was cleaning the fridge, it didn't make sense to keep the whole package for just one little egg. I noticed that her refrigerator allowed her deli drawer to be connected right to that first shelf. Mine does not do that, and so I left just a little bit of space here. As you can see, I buy my cheese in big bags of shredded cheese for the most part, and so I thought that this would work really well just to fit a bag or two on before I open it, and then when it's in use I can put it right in front, closing it with a clothespin. I did put in the deli foods, kind of like she did. I thought that was really great and useful. I did add cream cheese to mine since we use that more when doing things with deli than really anything else. Neither my husband or I drink any alcoholic beverages, so I replaced the wine section that she had with sour cream and cheese. So you can see I have sour cream, I have our blue cheese for our salads, cottage cheese, and then some Parmesan cheese. I'll also stack some of the blocked cheese that I buy during the month on this shelf as well, so it's quick and easy to access. On the next shelf, I did go ahead and put in an unstackable food basket, just like she had. Again, as you can see, my refrigerator is pretty small, at least in the layout, compared to what she had, so I was not able to put in a filing box, but I did find this little white basket that I had used somewhere else in the house, and so I just repurposed it. I think it'll work at least for some of the smaller items. I'm probably going to try to find a slightly bigger basket for the other side here to store some baked salads and things in. I don't really need a leftover section like she had. With 6 kids, we rarely have any leftovers, with the exception of the sad little jar of pizza sauce there from when we made some homemade pizza. I did create a fruits and veggie drawer like she had to hold some of the bigger, mostly vegetables. I did put fruits on there, even though I don't have any in there right now. Most of our fruits we keep on the countertop, our citrus, bananas, apples, things like that, so they're quick and easy to access and eat. I did like her grab and go drawer idea, so I went ahead and cut up a whole bunch of vegetables and things, well, except for the fennel. I just really didn't have room for it anywhere else. And so I created those. That way when the kids are saying, "Oh Mom, I'm starving," I can tell them to go ahead and just grab something from that drawer. It's a drawer that they can pretty much access with limited permission needed. Okay, and then for the door, my door layout is a little bit different than hers as well. I have different divided sections, the way that our refrigerator came from the manufacturer. Of course, the butter tray does hold butter. And then this little tray here, I guess it's perfectly sized for 12 dozen eggs. But like I said, since I buy my eggs in the 18 count containers, it doesn't fit here. So what I did is I opted to make this my herb, aromatics, and seasonings container or section. So I have some fresh herbs there, my ginger root, some garlic, leeks or scallions, some onion, and then I do cook a lot with this vegetable base soup stock, and I found that it stores much better in the fridge than in the cupboard. When I keep it in the pantry at room temperature, it seems to get really hard in the jar, where if I keep it in the fridge, it seems to store much better. This first condiment section I created to hold our basic, everyday type condiments that we use on a very frequent basis. We eat a lot of salads, so I did designate a container just for salad dressings and things that we use in that sense. The second condiment section here that I created is more of the specialty condiments, the barbecue sauces, the A1 sauces, and our syrups that we generally use for dipping apples in, or my husband likes the chocolate for his ice cream. And then I do a lot of canning. One of these days I'll have to post a video of what my root cellar looks like, because every year I do grow a fairly large, extensive set of gardens, and I do a lot of canning of what I grow plus what we buy from the local Amish. And so I needed a designated place to put things like our pickles, the jams, preserves, homemade syrups, applesauce, things of that nature. And then finally, on the very bottom row here, I just stocked it with some bottled water that we use whenever we leave the house. I always try to make sure that we have some bottled water. My husband is on the road a lot for his work, and so he uses the bottled water as well. So now it's always there and cold, and we have room for it, where before we really didn't have that much room. So this is our refrigerator, and I just thought I would share it on the chance that somebody else saw her video but didn't have a refrigerator just like hers, or didn't have the same food types as she did, and how it is really a great way to organize your fridge and modify it to meet your needs. So I hope this helps.